I can't stand motivation. 1 minute is here and the next minute is gone. It's like little Timmy's father who tells him every single weekend that he's going to take him to the baseball game, and then guess what? He never does. But see, it's great when little Timmy's father is there. It's great when motivation is there because it gives us this energy. It makes us feel electric, but eventually it leaves or it breaks its word. It says it's going to stay here and give us energy forever, and then it leaves, and what are we doing now? Our hands are open, waiting for it to return. We feel lost, and it's on these days we wake up without this motivation that all the zest, all the excitement we had to pursue our goals disappears into the oblivion. And it's on these days where we question ourselves and say, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And sometimes motivation will leave for a few hours, a few days, a few weeks, or even a few months. And there we are, left with our gas tank empty, like a dog that's just been dumped on the side of the road. And all of a sudden, motivation comes right back around like nothing happened. And it gives you this energy to go out and attack your goals once again. And you accept it. It doesn't even apologize for leaving, but you accept it right back into your life. Why? Because you need it. Motivation knows you need it. You can't perform without it. You make your plan, motivation is here, so you're planning stuff out, you're writing out more goals here, you're about to make this massive leap, and maybe this time you actually make some progress. And you get the idea in your mind that, oh wait, maybe I'm motivated for good this time. Maybe motivation is here forever from now on. Then poof, it's gone once again. And there you are, sad, once more, lost and hopeless. Are you actually gonna let this invisible force dictate who the fuck you become? Are you actually gonna let this force that doesn't even exist tell you who you are and who you can and cannot be? I mean, how many times would your father have to make this promise to take you to the baseball game, break his word, and not show up for you to eventually just lose trust and stop relying on him, make your own money, and buy your own damn tickets to the game? I'll tell you one thing about me. I don't give a damn about motivation, but I tell you what, I will use it. I'll use it for that hour or that day that it's around. But after that hour or that day goes by, toss to the trash like an old washcloth. When I wake up the next morning, I'm not expecting it to be there. As a matter of fact, I don't want it to be there. Because sometimes when I let it stick around for too long, I start to notice the lady in the red dress a little bit more. I get this shiny object syndrome. All of a sudden, I want to try these new fitness challenges or this new business model, something that I don't need to do, something that's going to take me off the path I've already decided I'm going to walk down. I already have a plan in place. I already have a goal for my life. I already know what mission I'm going to be attacking. But when motivation comes by, it gives you these sparks of ideas. This motivation tells you what it wants you to do. So once I feel that motivation coming, I feel it rising in my core, I take action immediately. I don't sit around and start planning and writing down because I already have the plan in place. I already have the goals in place. I know my missions. When motivation comes and is feeding me these ideas and all these different things I should or could do, I ignore it. But I take action immediately and use that fuel to work down the path that I already have laid out. And at the end of the day, I toss it a lousy $20 bill and tell it to hit the road. I never expect it to be there in the morning. I don't need it because I've identified my mission and I've dissected my goals down to the single lever that I have to pull on a daily basis that's going to lead to the accomplishment of my goal. The daily actions that I have to take on a daily basis that are going to lead me to my goal, to my ideal life, to the accomplishment of my mission. I've systemized this process to the point where I can operate without motivation. When it comes, I use it. Of course I'm going to use it. You're here. Why not? But after you leave, I'm going to forget you ever even came. I'm going to forget motivation was ever even there. I'm going to do exactly what I was going to do regardless. And this is called becoming ferocious. You need to develop this ferocious mentality towards your goals. And all of this starts by gaining clarity around your mission and your goals. If you need help with this, I have some exercises inside of Evolve OS, which is my group coaching program that helps you identify your goals and break it down into bite-sized pieces so you can act on a daily basis and accomplish your goal in due time. So click the top link in the description if you want access to that. But having the goal isn't enough. Having the goal is the starting point. It gives you the direction. But if you want to become unstoppable in the pursuit of your goals, you have to attach the emotional element to your goal. You have to attach the why, the reasoning behind your goal. Why the fuck do you want to reach this goal? What will the accomplishment of this goal do to change your life? How many people will live a better life if you become the person you say you want to be? The answer to these questions will give you the fuel you need so you can perform without motivation. And if you want to be unstoppable, you have to learn to perform without motivation. And you know what's funny? This morning I woke up and I had no motivation, no enthusiasm to go out and move towards my mission, to do the work that's going to make my mission come true. I had no motivation. And normally when I wake up on a Saturday morning, I write my newsletter. I have a topic I want to write about. So this morning, I started thinking about all the people who have been betrayed by motivation. All of you watching this video, all the people that are going to read my newsletter that feel betrayed by motivation to the point where they've given up on their goals because motivation has come and left so many times. And it pissed me off. I know there's some of you watching this video that are only acting when you're motivated. And it's not that you don't want to be better. It's not that you don't want to level up. It's not that you don't want to achieve these huge goals you have, but you don't know how to overcome motivation. So even though I was unmotivated, I had no energy, I decided to ball up this original topic I was going to write about. And I started just expressing my disappointment in motivation, my anger towards motivation. And as I began to start writing and expressing my disappointment and motivation, I got angry. I got pissed off. And before I knew it, 2 hours had went by in what felt like 10 minutes. By not needing motivation to perform, it felt neglected, so it begged me to come back. And you know what I did? I used motivation. But I knew that it was gonna go away. I knew it wouldn't be there forever, but I used it. Now I know it's gonna leave again. In fact, it's already left as I'm recording this video. It only lasts for that solid 2 hour span. So I know it's gonna leave. I know it's already leaving me now, but that's okay with me because I've built this ferocious mentality that makes me an unstoppable force to be reckoned with, whether motivation is there or not. Use your fucking motivation to your advantage when it's there, then dispose of it like trash as soon as you're done. And never beg for motivation to come back. And the minute you decide that you no longer need or want motivation, it'll come crawling back to you. It'll feel so neglected that it begs to come back into your life and give you some of this temporary fuel. And you have to use it, but never rely on it and never expect it to return, and put the systems in place that can make you perform without it. So if you have a huge goal you're trying to accomplish, whether it's getting in shape, losing the 50 pounds, or starting that business, writing that book, whatever your huge goal is, motivation isn't going to be there most of the time. So you're going to have this ferocious mentality. So if you want to develop this mentality so you can be unstoppable in the pursuit of your goal, I'd click the top link, apply to join the next Evolve West cohort. Otherwise, just keep watching these videos. My name is Elijah Bryant. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you come back to the next video.